Yeah, let's discuss why most marriages are turbulent. The situation nowadays is becoming so disappointing that some people just are making up their mind not to involve themselves in anything matrimony because of evidence of what they see in other people who said they are married. So, if people that are married are not happy, if people that are married are not finding any joy, any comfort in their partner, what's the point going into relationship in the first place? That's their mindset. So why is it so? Why is it that people just marry for the sake of marriage and they have no commitment? They have no intention of committing to that marriage to work. They just bring themselves in, trap someone, and start looking up to that person to manage them, to take care of them, to bend, to suit their needs, or else they get out of it. They come in adopting all manner of discouraging attitude, bringing character that are difficult to put up with, and yet placing demand on the other person in a way that is most uncomfortable. And when there are little resistance, they just walk out of the door. So, but that is what we see. People have all manner of influence that are determining their behavior, determining their attitude, determining how they want to relate with the person that has gone to pay their bride price and bring them into his or her life. So, people look up to the society to influence their character, to determine what they should do and what they should not do. Instead of looking at the person that they married, studying that person, understanding that person, and relate on that person based on who he or she is, they're looking up to the society to take a cue on what to do in their own home. Some people are looking up to their friends. You're married, but your advisors are those who are not married. Your advisors are those who are divorced. Your advisors are those who have no single value for the concept of matrimony. You go online, and the people you are following are those who are telling you don't take no shit from any man. If any man tries to give you any stress, just dump him and get away from there. That same person in his own home or her own home is taking the worst smelly shit from their spouses. How do you explain that? That you are encouraged to run out from your matrimonial home because of the influence and advice of a friend who is married or who is not married. So, by the time you realize you've made a mistake, it has become too late for you. So many people embrace modernity. They embrace civilization, embrace trend to their own heart. You need to study things before imbibing them in your life. It is not every culture that you acculturate. It is not every fashion that you acculturate. It is not every trend that you must imitate. So the lifestyle that has been working smoothly for you, you abandon it and begin to emulate a trend that just spring up in the fashion trend. And that is the root of the trouble you start having with your husband. You are associating with a particular friend, and the man you married to has seen that that person is going to give you a wrong influence and is telling you to disengage from that person, and you say no, you have a right to associate with whom you like. And that is the cause of the crack in your marriage. Some people have bad parentage. Their mother, their father gives them bad advice. If a mother by herself has no discipline, what discipline can he give you? If she herself has no endurance, what endurance can she preach to you? If she has no quality in content of his or her character, what can he imbibe or impact on you? So most parents have been part of separation and divorce in their children's marriages. because they encourage bad behavior. They have failed to give quality home upbringing to their daughter. And once a lady or a man brings his or her bad self to go and join another person, that union cannot stand. There's nothing you can do. So, again, most people are unwilling to restrain themselves. When you are married and you still want to live like a spinster or a bachelor, then there's going to be problem. You don't want to take instruction. You don't want to take guidance. You don't want to take leadership from the person you are married to. How is that relationship going to marry? Going to succeed? Going to survive? There's no miracle anywhere. It's going to fail. So don't think that anybody can accept you the way you are, and therefore you want to do what you want to do. You want to travel to where you want to travel to. You want to come into the house when you want to come in. You want to drink and smoke the way you like, whether your partner is comfortable with it. You want to party or you want to club the way you want. That relationship is not going to work. So, you must imbibe by the principle of matrimony. When you want to pursue divergent pleasures, divergent careers that will not give you time to groom your children, to take care of your tender children, that relationship is going to fail. If your idea is that house helps should take care of your children and your husband says no, stay back home, take a leave from work for the next 5 years, for the next 10 years, let these children grow, then you can go back to work. And you said no, that relationship is not going to work. I was listening to Billy Ocean. Billy Ocean is a Caribbean, lives in US and is a successful musician. He said it took time from his career to join his wife to train their children. And when their children has grown into their teenage age, then he relaunched his career and go back to his music. That's the understanding that they have. So if your wife has a better pay and requires you to sit back and take care of the children, if that understanding is good for two of you, do it without thinking of what your friends or your family will say. If your husband is the breadwinner and asks you to stay off job so that your children will not become wayward while you are financially successful, if you said no, he's not going to be happy and that relationship may not succeed. Again, people live on illusion, especially women. They always feel that the grass is greener at the other side of the fence. A woman is in a marriage and is looking out for a richer guy to date, collecting phone numbers from people that know that what they want from her is sex. Women focus on the ephemeral. Women want ready-made men. They don't want to build with anybody. They don't realize that it's the process of building with a man that creates the bond. When you walk into the life of a man who is already made, he's not going to regard you. There's no contribution that you're going to make in his life that will impress him. You are only there for consumption, to spend. He has already built himself. So you are better off with a man that loves you, who is starting life from the basis, and you come in as a person of value to help him build, join him to build, be patient with him as he's building. You work together to achieve success. That is what guarantees lasting relationship. Love does not fall from the moon. If what you term to be love is emotion and feelings, those feelings can wipe off your mind in a matter of minutes. Don't pursue pleasure when you are in a relationship. Don't throw yourself at a man, believing that the man will take care of you. The first question some ladies ask when they are dating a man is, can you take care of me? Such relationship does not work. No man will want to inherit the burden and absolute responsibility of anybody who has nothing to bring to the table. Stop looking for somebody to alleviate your poverty in relationship. It doesn't work. The man that buys everything for you will never have any quality regard for you. So, some men too are not willing to restrain themselves when it comes to flirting and sexual relationship with the opposite sex. And when your spouse is not the kind of person that will tolerate infidelity, that marriage cannot work. There's nothing you will do about it. It's going to crash. Then some people are over-religious. They don't have wisdom. They don't apply wisdom when they are following religious principles. You are meeting somebody in the church and you feel that, oh, the person is godly. Don't assume. Don't step down on your guard or relinquish the monitoring that you need to do because you met that person in the church. People come to hide their bad characters in the church. They pretend until they're able to catch a man. And once you've taken them to the altar, they begin to manifest their true character. And before you know it, the marriage will crash. That you married and wedded somebody in the church is not an excuse for bad character. It's not an excuse for bad behavior. That marriage is going to break up. There's nothing you can do. Prayer does not bring quality character on any individual. Deliverance does not bequeath good manners on you. You acquire these things by discipline, and such disciplines are painful, and most people are not willing for that. So, don't neglect to do due diligence on the person you want to marry. Don't bring in emotion in the consideration of whom you are going to marry. The moment you have married and you are behind closed doors and realize that you've made mistake with the person you have chosen to spend the rest of your life with, you are going to be miserable. And if you cannot endure that misery, break up is the next thing. Don't be fooled by the concept of God said this, God showed me that. No. God cannot choose anybody for you. It is you that will, with your clear eyes, make your choice. There are people that said, God showed me this. Is it not God that showed me this? So why are you now divorced? So why are you not having a disagreement? Why are you not having fights every day? If God that shows you. So God doesn't show anybody anything. Open your eyes. Analyze situations. Analyze the person's character. It's good you pray. God can provide guidance. God can open your eyes to what you could not see. But decision is yours. That's the point I'm making. Decision is yours to make. So that if you are intentionally choosing to go with another person, know that if it ends up a mistake, it is yourself that you should blame. It will help you. It will help you. So that's just the message I want to bring. There are so many turbulence, breakups, divorce, and marriages. Don't be among the statistics. Thank you very much.